Hi there. Today I'm looking at a Greek wine, favourite of mine, a wine called Ramnista, which is a Xinomavro from Kir Yianni in Yanakouhuri. And Yanakouhuri is a village in the Naousa district of northern Greece in Greek Macedonia. Probably less than an hour's drive northwest of Thessaloniki, in the foothills of Mount Vermion. Kir Yianni, quite a historically important producer for Naousa, in terms of that Yianni Boutaris was one of the Boutaris family who have a large winery, but Yianni decided to break away from the family to make quality wine. So this vineyard at Yanakouhuri was one of the first vineyards in the region to be planted on trellises. So rather than allowing grapevines to grow on the ground in small bushes, they were the first people to put trellises in there, which gets you better sunlight exposure, which gives you better ripeness. So Xinomavro is the local variety from Naousa, and a lot of people believe that it has real potential for great quality. Xinomavro, literally translated, means black and bitter, or black and acidic. The wine sort of lives up to its name to a large extent, but it has, because it's got lovely acidity, because it's got quite fine tannins, it's easily compared to Nebbiolo, for instance, from Barolo, or possibly even to quite a well-structured Pinot Noir. Looking at it, you'll see, if you can zoom in there, the colour is not particularly deep. I mean, this has got sort of garnet hues to it. It's 2016. Just in terms of structure, big tannins, but we'll have a look at that. So Ramnista is the brand, and Xinomavro the grape variety. So to taste it, talked about the colour. To smell, the aromas on this one at the moment are very meaty, almost like sort of raw meat, and the sort of slightly bloody notes that you get there. But then if you look beyond that, there's a slight floral perfume, and maybe it's auto-suggestion with me mentioning Nebbiolo, but there is something akin to the tar and roses aroma you get with a classic Barolo. I mean, perhaps it's more expansive and broader than the rose notes that you get with, maybe it's tar and peonies, but there certainly is a floral perfume to the wine, and sort of behind all that some almost juicy red cherries. So tasting the wine, there's absolutely no doubt from the first taste that has really high acidity and very firm tannins. Gosh, it really is the back of my mouth closing up with the tannins, but then good acidity to counter that actually keeps it lively. There are those red fruits coming through. There's tiny touches of vanilla. This wine ages for 18 months in oak. It doesn't have, very cedary notes. It ages in barriques and also in larger 500-litre barrels. So that will reduce the oak influence, and I don't think there's a lot of new oak in there. The structures are coming entirely from the Xinomavro, and it's the tannins of the grape. The flavours, again, sort of red fruits, as I say, the slight vanilla notes coming from the oak. Flavours last really well because, as I say, the acidity is mouth-watering. One of the things about Xinomavro is if you want to pair a wine with tomatoes, it's actually a grape variety that can match the acidity in a tomato. So that's a useful match for Greek-style foods. The structure on this is very drying, and I think this is probably a wine that, I mean, this is a 2016, so still very young. My experience is that these wines age for at least 10 years, and this one has both the acidity to keep it stable and the tannins to enable it to age, and they'll soften with time. So yeah, a wine to put away for 15, 20 years, and really enjoyable. Ramnista from Kir Yianni. Bye now.